Welcome to the G.A. Winter & Son warm-up show, talking a little Wapakoneta Redskin football. With me right now, first-year head coach Travis Moyer. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
You're new to Wapak, but you've been around coaching for a while. You were at Winford for a few years. How does your first year in getting ready for Wapak football compare with your first year at Winford?
Well, it's a little bit different for the fact this time around I have 13 years of coaching experience with Winford being my first job. I was very fortunate to be the head football coach there for 13 years, and I couldn't ask for a better situation in terms of starting my career there. But I am excited to be here for this new challenge.
You had a terrific run at Winford, 58 regular season wins in a row. You come into a Wapak program that has had a lot of success. They've had more wins in this last 4-year period than in any time in school history. How has that set you up for success, and how has that really set the expectations for you and for the Redskin football program?
Well, nothing's really changed. We have extremely high expectations, and, our goal is to win a league championship, make the state playoffs, and ultimately win a state championship. And, we want to continue to build on what they've started here and to meet those expectations and those goals.
A lot of really pound the rock last year was Wapak's offense. Is that going to change this year? Are you going to incorporate some more passing? Is the offense going to change at all under you?
Our base offense is going to be a wing tee, the same offense that they've ran here in the past, and we want to try to build off that. We've challenged our guys. We really like to be in a situation where we run the ball 60% of the time and throw it 40% of the time, and as long as we have wide receivers and running backs and quarterbacks that can throw it and catch it and meet those expectations of what we expect, then we'll do that. I truly believe to be successful offensively that you have to be balanced, and the more people that we can get involved in our offense and the diversity of our offense, the better off that will be, tougher to defend.
You've got a lot of guys coming back, a lot of offensive strength, and Jared Smith, Keaton Metz, Cody Morgan. How are those guys helping out that experience with maybe some of the guys who are just now for the first time getting some more experience on the offensive side of things?
Obviously it starts with them, in terms of that experience, and there's no substitute for experience, and fortunately for us, we do have a number of guys returning, and obviously they're helping those younger guys that are stepping in for the first time. Wapakoneta had a great senior class last year, and so we have to replace those guys, and we have a lot of guys that are working hard to replace them.
There's been a lot of talk on you guys 9-2 last year, a terrific campaign for Wapak, lost to Springfield Shawnee in the first round. You talk about WBL stuff, of course. Do you think about getting back to the playoffs? Is that something that even enters your mind in August, or are you just working on getting the team together?
Well, like I said earlier, it's one of our goals to make the playoffs, and for us to do that, it starts week 1. And unfortunately for football, it's the only sport you have to earn your way into the postseason, and so we understand the importance. Week 1 is just as important as week 10. So if we want to have any success, obviously we have to get off to a great start.
And talk about the defense a little bit. You guys have 8 starters returning back on defense. That's a lot of kids to bring back. How is that benefiting getting into camp so far and getting ready for the season?
Like I said earlier, anytime you have experience, obviously that helps. And, fortunately for us, we do have a number of letter winners back. And, the one thing we are switching schemes, which is a little bit different. And, from that standpoint, there's been a little bit of a process. And, we just have to continue to learn each and every day and get better. And, the one things we challenged our kids with this summer was during our July practices, to hustle, listen, and learn. And, our kids have done a great job at that. And we just have to understand there has to be a certain sense of urgency to get better each and every day.
A lot of things are going to stay the same, as you've said. To the average Wapakoneta fan looking on the outside, are they going to see or notice anything different when the Redskins start here in a couple weeks?
Obviously we want a team that, we want a first-class program on the field. And, obviously we want a team that plays the game the right way and does things right. The right things on and off the field, and that's our expectation, and we expect to go out and compete at a high level each and every week, and give our kids an opportunity to win championships.
You guys are going to have a fast start to the season. Your first 3 games are on the road. First of all, talk about, is there any type of different preparation when the first 3 games your kids play are all on the road and you don't see a home crowd until mid-September? Does that change your approach at all?
It doesn't change our approach, because we understand that for us to get there has to be a sense of preparation each and every game, because week 1 is just as important as week 2. And the thing we've challenged our kids just to have that steadiness in terms of consistency in our work ethic each and every day. And like you said, we've got a major challenge in front of us. For our game number 1 is obviously on the road, and that's the one we're focused on now. But anytime you go on the road, obviously you're going into a hostile environment, and we know we have to play at a high level.
Some of those 3 games are very tough. You say they're all tough. Bell Fountain, at Kenton, and at Elida. As a coach, do you like having the top part of your schedule so difficult, or does it really matter to you?
I think it's a situation where there has to be a certain sense of urgency to get better right away. And, like we talked earlier, it's not like you can have a situation where you can play a few games to get yourself ready for league or anything like that. Obviously we're going to be thrown in the frying pan early this year and challenged early. And, we have to be ready for that. And, like I said earlier, and I've said a number of times, there has to be a sense of urgency to get better each and every day, because, we've got some very difficult games right up front.
Talk about some of the newcomers to the team, because you've got a lot of young talent and you've seen some guys that are pretty promising. Talk about them real quick. Anyone that's jumping out to you?
Well, obviously we have a number of kids that fit that role, and it's for us to identify kids and to make sure that we are getting better. And like we've told our kids, don't blend in. We've challenged them to be in a situation where you don't blend in, because we can't afford to have those guys that blend in. We need guys that step up and going to make plays and make difference in football games for us. So, those are the guys that we're looking for right now.
Head Coach Travis Moyer, thanks for sitting in with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
When we come back, Mark Kuntz will sit down with some of the Wapak Redskins when we come back on the G.A. Winster & Son warm-up right here on WOSN. Welcome back to the G.A. Windsor & Son warm-up as we continue to warm up for the football regular season. Talking now with the Wapakoneta Redskins, and joined now by Cody Morgan on the end, Quinn Lottridge in the center. And Quinn, you guys had a great year last year, finished second in the WBL, made the postseason once again. But now you start all over again. Travis Moyer coming in as the new head coach. What have you seen from Coach Moyer so far?
It's a lot what we saw in the past. It's a lot of he can get after you and really try to get the best out of you. I think we've really been responding well.
Cody, we've seen a renaissance of Wapakoneta football the last couple years. Is it more than just having one person as the head coach? Was the program really built in the last couple years to sustain Wapakoneta for success?
Yeah, I think when Coach Fry came here, he installed the mental part and the mentality of winning in that. And I think with Coach Moyer, he can build on top of that, because the mentality is stored in the program. Now it's the strategies and the game plans and that. And I think Moyer can build on that.
Quinn, what was the summer like for you guys?
The summer, it was good. We lifted a lot and ran and really got after it.
A couple of weeks before the opener at Bell Fountain, Cody, and what do you need to work on between now and then?
Me personally is making reads, throwing the ball and that. And then as a team, I think we need to step up every day in practice. We need to compete at a championship level every day in practice and not let it slip.
Quinn, that game at Bell Fountain, they've got field turf now. You guys are used to field turf at Harmon Field. What is the difference between playing on field turf and natural grass?
On the turf, it's a lot more. You can cut better. It doesn't hurt as much when you hit usually, but it's a lot better.
Cody, what are some of the goals for this year's team?
The goals for this year's team, number one, it's got to be win a WL championship. I mean, we've been working at that since Quinn and I were seniors now, and that's the ultimate goal right there. And then obviously playoffs and state championship someday.
Quinn, looking at the WBL this year, a lot of coaching changes, a lot of, I think, question marks throughout the league. Do you think there's a favorite in the Western Buckeye League, or is clearly Wapakoneta the favorite?
No, I think everybody's working hard and everybody's trying their best right now, so we'll see at the end.
Obviously, Cody, you guys are going to miss Zach Schmergy this year. You're going to miss Kyle Gonerman, two of your, the Western Buckeye League lineman of the year, Western Buckeye League back of the year. What did you learn from those guys as leaders, as football players that you can carry forward and use to help this year's team?
I mean, Zach Schmergy and Kyle Gonerman, they're irreplaceable. I mean, they were great leaders. They took me under their wing, being an underclassman, and they showed me the way. And I mean, I can learn from them to be coachable. They were coachable guys, and to lead others in the right way.
All right, we're going to need to take a break here on the GA Windsor & Son warm-up. When we come back, more from the Redskins here on WOSN. Welcome back to the warm-up presented by GA Windsor & Son. It's third down as we talk with two more Wapakoneta seniors, Blake Fenning and Adam Henderson. And Blake, you're on the offensive line. Were you pleased when you heard what type of offense Travis Moyer is going to bring to the Redskins this year?
Yeah, I love to do the runs, and we're learning more on passing now, and we're just getting better at that every day, and just going hard to work.
Adam, is tough physical football now part of the Wapakoneta DNA?
Yes. I mean, it was physical last year, but it's still a big part of our offense this year. We'll just be throwing the ball a lot more.
Adam, you've been through two-a-days for several years now, a couple of two-a-days under the belts now. What do you do to get through the grind? What do you do to try and keep things light during those breaks during two-a-days?
I think the biggest thing to do is just be enthusiastic. I mean, we're out here. We're going to be out here for a long time, so the best thing is to have fun, just have fun with it. And, I mean, we're with all our friends, so just have fun, go hard.
Blake, what do you think the strengths of this year's team is going to be?
Hard work, and just having the drive to strive for greatness, and just WBL championship is what we're really looking for.
WBL championship, playoff berth, those are things, contending for the WBL title, getting to the postseason, those are things that become the norm around Wapakoneta. Blake, growing up as a kid in Wapak, did you imagine that this would be where the Redskin football program could be?
No, I never thought it would come to this, but I'm really excited for the season, just ready to start.
Adam, we know the focus is on Bell Fountain in week 1, but then you get right into the WBL, a couple of tough games right off the bat. What games are you looking forward to the most this year?
Really, I'm looking forward to all the games. I mean, I don't really have a favorite. I'm just going to take it game by game and just focus on every week.
As you prepare for Bell Fountain, Adam, what do you feel the best about on this team right now? What do you think the strength of this team is going to be?
I think the strength of our team is our leadership and the experience. We have a lot of guys returning. And I think with all that experience, I mean, that's a big part of the game. So.
And Blake, Travis Moyer coming as a head coach, but a lot of the coaching staff stays the same from years past. Is that some continuity there, or is there new blood there? What type of sense do you have of the coaching staff?
I mean, they come to work every day too. They just keep on us and really just want us to get better every day.
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight on the warm-up. I'm trying to spit out. The warm-up here on WOSN. I want to thank GA Windsor & Son, our sponsor for tonight's show. And we'll have several Wapakoneta games on WOSN, including the road trip to Elida, the home game against Bath, and the big trip to St. Mary's. I want to thank all of our guests, including head coach Travis Moyer. For Patrick Kamler, I'm Mark Kuntz. See you next time.